Yo, what's up with y'all boys and girls, man? Hey, Stay Briggs here, continuing. Let's cook up this NBA action, man. Y'all know we do. We're on the jam session. We cook up every single game, every single day, man. Money making Wednesday. Yesterday was a really good day for us. We smacked our play of the day with the Cleveland Cavaliers, and we should have went 4-0 on the premium side. I got a little greedy. I ain't gonna lie. I got a little greedy. I had the Hornets outright money line instead of just grabbing the points. They lost by 1. They covered, failed to win. Happens sometimes. So 3-1 day for me yesterday on the premium side, but it's been a really, really, really great start to the week for me. I'm just trying to keep the momentum rolling forward into the rest of the week, man. Got a solid card today. 8 games on the schedule, and y'all know the drill, man. We're finna cook it up and try to smash it per usual. I appreciate y'all more than y'all know. If you appreciate the content, all I ask is that you smash that like button for me. You subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And as I always say, man, if you're rocking with me, rock with me. I'm active on Instagram and Twitter all day long. There's a link for both in the description below. And of course, I have premium plays over at the site, man. Let's continue to do what we do. We just kick the crap out of the books betting hoops. Without further ado, man, let's make some money tonight. And let's hop right into tonight's NBA action. All right, let's do it. First game of the day. We're in Cleveland, where the Cavs are 13.5-point home favorites over the New Orleans Pelicans. Both teams coming to this game on back end of back-to-backs. Cleveland, of course, lost yesterday to the Boston Celtics, their first loss of the season. That was our play of the day. They did cash, though. Shout out to them. Plus 5.5. We're going to lay the points here with Cleveland. A, the Pelicans are on the do not bet list. Short, sweet, simple. B, they're also on the back end of a back-to-back with travel on the road. Don't like the spot for them. They got taken behind that woodshed yesterday. They got their doors blown off by the Dallas Mavericks. And I think the same thing happens here tonight on the road in Cleveland. It's a big boy number. It's a lot of lumber to lay on the back end of a back-to-back with travel with Cleveland, but I think they are head and shoulders the better basketball team. Not really overcomplicating this one. CJ McCollum may be back tonight. I see him game time decision for the Pelicans. Don't really move the needle for me at all. Short, sweet, simple. Cleveland has been a money-making machine, especially as sizable favorites. We'll trust them here. We'll lay the points. Pelicans are on the D&B. Let's keep it rolling. Next game up. We're in Milwaukee, where the Bucks are laying 8.5 points on your Chicago Bulls, man. Total 237.5. Hey, this one's short, sweet, and simple. Where are the Bucks? On the do not bet list. We can't bet them. It is a decent little spot for them, the revenge game at home at the crib, as the Bulls beat them earlier this season, but the do not bet list exists for a reason. It means what it says. Do not bet. And we will not bet Milwaukee here on the jam session. I'm on the Chicago Bulls plus the points in this one. I think they keep this game competitive, if not have a legitimate chance to win the game outright. The Bucks are overrated and overvalued. They're a 5-9 basketball team. That's who they are. That's who they are. And I don't like laying points with bad teams. Right now, Milwaukee's a bad team. And based on the record, based on how these two teams have played thus far this season, I'm here to tell you the Chicago Bulls have a legitimate chance to come in here and win this game outright. We already seen them win in Milwaukee this season, so why can't they do it again? I definitely want the points in my back pocket. The Bulls have been the much better ATS team this season. We do not trust the Bucks. They're on the D&B. Short, sweet, simple. Let's keep it rolling. Next game up. We're in Houston, H-Town, where the Rockets are laying 6.5 points on the Indiana Pacers. Total 231.5. Look, this one's short, sweet, simple. We love betting Houston in Houston. Houston, we have a problem. Them Rockets love balling at home at the crib. Last year, 27-13-1 against the number at home. 27-13-1 against the number at home last year. This year, 6-2. 6-2 against the number thus far this year at home. Hey, no need to overcomplicate it. We love betting Houston in Houston. The Pacers, well, we love fading them on the road. At home, we can usually trust them. On the road, road hasn't been kind to them this season. 3-5 against the number. Straight up, they've been pretty bad on the road. So, hey, we're fading the Pacers. We're on the Rockets. No need to overcomplicate this one, man. We know who these two teams are. We bet these two teams often. We know their spots. We know their situations. This is a Rocket-style situation. Coming home, off a loss, bounce-back game, at home, at the crib. Give me Houston. I'll lay it. Let's keep it rolling, man. Next game up. We're in Memphis, where the Grizzlies are 2.5-point home dogs with the Philadelphia 76ers rolling in. Total 222.5. Hey, you know the Sixers are tied for the worst record in the NBA? And a lot of you I know are ready to lay 2.5 with them on the road. You know what I call that? Trying to catch a falling knife. I hate catching falling knives, and I will not be trying to catch this one. It is a decent spot for them, the revenge game for the Sixers, but we like the revenge game at home, not the revenge game on the road. Yes, it's not a great spot for Memphis on the back end of a back-to-back. They got beat up on yesterday by the Denver Nuggets. The Nuggets blew their doors off, but it just sets up a bounce-back game at home at the crib against a team they've already beaten this season, against an overrated, overvalued, bad basketball team, a team that has the worst record currently in the league. I know a lot of you are ready to lay points with them on the road. Can't do it, won't do it, I won't. I'm just going to trust my eyes. I'm going to bet the Memphis Grizzlies in this spot until the Sixers show me signs or tendencies that they're going to be who everybody thinks they are. There's value on the other side, is all I'm saying. Based on who these two teams have been thus far this season, there's absolutely no reason that the Grizzlies are dogs at home. Embiid looks like he is going to play. Paul George looks like he's going to play, but that hasn't really moved the needle for them recently either. That's just my thoughts, just my opinions. I'm on the Grizzlies, plus the points, and outright on the money line. Fading Philly until they show us signs and tendencies that they're going to be a good team. Let's keep it rolling. Next game up. We're in Oklahoma City where the Thunder Buddies are laying 12.5 points on the Portland Trail Blazers. Total 224.5. Not overcomplicating this one, man. This is a Thunder Buddy style spot. I'm laying the points with them here in this one. I don't like to throw on the back end of a back-to-back with travel, but I'm not going to look too much into it. I think they need a bounce-back game, and a bounce-back game they get tonight. We've already seen them kick the crap out of Portland once this season, 137-114 in Portland. That game was on the 1st of November. After losing back-to-back games to Dallas and last night to San Antonio, I think they take their frustration out on a team they are head and shoulders better than in the Portland Trail Blazers. Shout out Portland. We have bet Portland quite a bit early in this season. And they're playing good basketball right now. They're coming off a 3-game winning streak. They've won 3 straight over Atlanta and back-to-back against Minnesota. All of that, though, was done at home. They just played 4 straight games at home. Now they're out on the road. First time, in a little bit. Going up against a pissed-off, need a bounce-back game, dominant home team like the Thunder. I think it's just a bad spot for Portland. Give me Oklahoma City. I think they win the game by like 15 plus. No need to overcomplicate it. We love betting the Thunder Buddies, our favorite money-making team. Let's keep it rolling. Next game up. We're in Phoenix where the Suns are 5.5-point home dogs with the New York Knicks rolling in. Total 223.5. You already know what I'm finna say. Say it with me. The Knicks are overrated and overvalued. And hell no, I'm not laying 5.5 points with them on the road. Yes, they are playing the better basketball, but hindsight's 2020. Let's go through the teams the Knicks have beat in this little winning streak that they played. The Sixers, worst record in the NBA. That's a good win. All right. Brooklyn, back-to-back games. Brooklyn, solid ATS team. We love Brooklyn. Money-making machine. But do we think Brooklyn is even going to make the playoffs? No. And then Washington, the worst team in the NBA. Need I say more? And 4 of those games were at home. They did lose to Chicago, 124-123. So I still believe the Knicks are overrated, overvalued. Yes, they beating up on bad teams, but that don't move the needle for me. It doesn't. Until they show me something serious, I don't trust them. And I'm damn sure not laying 5.5 points with them on the road. Have the Suns been playing some pretty bad basketball? Yes. But hindsight's 2020 for them too. They've had a tough schedule and have been banged up through this tough schedule. They were on the road in Sacramento, on the road in Oklahoma City, on the road in Minnesota. Came back home, played the red-hot Orlando Magic. That schedule is 10 times harder than what the Knicks have played in that same time period. 10 times. So all of that comes together. I think people just see the Suns on a losing streak, Knicks on a winning streak, and you know what that creates? It makes the Knicks overrated and overvalued. I think the Phoenix Suns at home, where they played their best basketball all season, have a legitimate chance to win this game outright. Bounce back game at home at the crib for Phoenix is what I see in this game. Knicks are still overrated, overvalued. Don't trust them laying points on the road. Yes, the Suns are banged up. No KD, no Bradley Beal. But I still think they can do enough. Nurkic game time decision. I think him and Booker figure some things out tonight. Yes, they struggled against the Magic at home in the last one, but the Magic's perimeter defense is one of the best in the league. We talk about it all the time. The Knicks do not poise that same defensive threat. And if this turns into an offensive style game, in Phoenix, well, I kind of like Phoenix a lot in that style game. So I want the points in my back pocket, and I also want to attack this very nice plus money price at plus 170. Let's keep it rolling. Next game up, we got the Warriors laying 8.5 points on the Atlanta Hawks. Hey, bro, y'all know what we're doing here. We're on the Golden State Warriors. We're laying the points. The Hawks still the number one team on the do not bet list, the Atlanta Hawks. Fading their ass at all costs, bro. Sorry if that busted some of your eardrums, but hey, I'm fading their ass, bro. They're still not a profitable team. A lot of y'all, can you take the Hawks off the do not bet list? No, I can't. I won't. They got to show me. Last year, they were the worst ATS team in the league. Terrible. This year, they're still not profitable. They're 6-9 against the number this season. 6-9. If you bet the Hawks every game this season, you're down. We've faded the Hawks every single game this season. We're up. And we're going to continue to do so, man. Golden State, we trust them. They've been a solid ATS team the last couple seasons. 9-4 against the number this year. I think they beat up on Atlanta, man. I'm laying the points. Short, sweet, simple. In our last and final game of the night, we're in LA, where the Clippers are 2.5-point home dogs with the red hot, one of our favorite money-making teams, the Orlando Magic, rolling in. The Magic, bro, they on a tear, and there's no way in hell I'm stepping in front of them. I'm laying the 2.5 here with Orlando. Orlando, remember, last season was the number one ATS team in the league. There was no team you made more money betting on than Orlando. There was a time last year, man, when we just blindly were betting them, especially at home, bro. We really didn't even think twice about it. Orlando playing at home, their favorite, wrote it down, written it in, cashed. And I ain't gonna lie to y'all, right now, the way they're playing during this winning streak, they've shown me those same signs and tendencies. And they showed us that they can go on the road and get it done as well. I still think there's value on Orlando because a lot of people, the general public, don't want to bet on them without Banchero. This is a team missing their best player, their star. And there's really no other star on the team. The Magic don't have nationally televised games. Most people don't watch the Magic unless they got League Pass like us. You know what I mean? I'm on Orlando here in this one, man. I'm laying it. I know the Clippers have won back-to-back games at home. Shout out to them. They beat the Warriors, beat the Jazz. Shout out to them. But let's play the X's and O's game right quick. Where are the Clippers trying to attack from? The perimeter. James Harden, Norman Powell. Well, that ain't going to work. You know why? The Magic are one of the best defensive teams in the league, especially perimeter defense. I think this is a Magic-style spot. I think the Magic keep it rolling. They're red hot right now. They're a money-making machine. We love betting on them. And without Banchero, I believe there's still value on this team, man. So, not overcomplicating it. I'll lay the 2.5 points here on our last and final game of the night with the Orlando Magic. Play the damn theme song, man. And that's going to conclude this episode of my NBA Jam Session. Money Making Wednesday, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, we've had a really great start to the week. Let's keep the momentum rolling forward into the rest of the week, man. Of course, I got a top play for y'all over at the site. We smashed it yesterday, and we're trying to hit it again today. So you can scoop it up over at Pickdawgz Premium, or you can hop on something long-term and get every single play that I release, every single sport for the duration of the package that you get. Right now, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, though. It's just a lot of NBA, NFL, with a little college football sprinkled in. I will be active in college hoops soon, just not yet. So that's what I got going on at Pickdawgz Premium, man. It's been a really solid week for us, just trying to keep the momentum rolling forward. Appreciate y'all more than y'all know, man. More than y'all know. It's been your guy, Jay Briggs. I'll see y'all tomorrow. I'm out of here. Peace.